Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. We're going to do a quick unboxing of the Civivi Clingman. Don't really remember anything about it. I got it a while ago. It's been sitting on my desk waiting for an unboxing, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So we're going to take a look at it right now. Civivi is one of those companies that I do recommend. There are a couple of recommendations. If you go down below, I actually have a whole list of recommendations for basic knives that are cheap, budget knives. Well, I can recommend those. We'll see if I recommend this. This is just an unboxing, so we'll see what's going on. Standard little pouch. Looks like we got some very nice micarta on this. Like I said, I don't remember anything about this. The price right now is going to flash up right here. I believe it was 50 or 60 bucks. Can't quite remember though. This micarta feels really nicely. First though, before we open this and really take a look at this, please smash that like button. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, really helps the channel. As always, thank you to my Patreon supporters. This micarta is really nice, and it has just this little machine line going through here, which is nice. Almost gives it like a bolster look. And I can tell you right now that this Civivi pivot is going to be milled in such a way that this is a locking pivot. So when you unscrew this, this part isn't going to turn on you. And then we've got a milled titanium clip, which is awesome. Feels nice and strong, and the profile about that much is going to stick up for you. So not a true deep carry clip, but pretty good. I can tell this is going to be a front flipper. Not much room in here to get my thumb, but I'm going to be able to use this for thumb flicking. The reverse flick is not going to work. I can already tell that. And it's also a front flipper because it's got a little bit of jimping right here. What kind of metal is it? I don't remember. And this says Best Damn EDC. So this must be a collab with someone. Best Damn EDC. Is that a YouTube channel? Maybe there is something flashing up here that will say what this is. I think that I kind of recognize that name, Best Damn EDC, as being someone. All right. Not 100% sure. Let's take a look at it. Take a look at it, okay? I'm going to flick it over with my thumb first. Very nice action. Oh, look. Oh, okay. Hollow ground. Very nice. Nitro V. Very nice steel. Yes, I do like Nitro V. ABL 14C28N. All basically the same thing. Can take a super fine edge. Sharper. It can take a sharper geometry, a more acute geometry than almost any other steel. It was made for razor blades, and it'll keep that geometry without folding or chipping too badly. Yeah, and because this is hollow grind, this is going to be a super slicey knife. This is a clip point or a Bowie type knife, right? When you got that little coming out here. This makes it super pokey. This is going to go into something, and because it's slicey, it's going to go in and shred and cut very nicely and easily. This is the kind of knife that is going to open up a bunch of saran wrap. Like if you get a pallet covered in saran wrap, this is going to be a knife that's just going to open that right up. It's obviously going to open up letters or packaging phenomenally well, which is what most of us do with our knives. The front flipper works really well. I'm not good at front flipping, so that is actually very good. I am using some wrist action, but I don't need to. My thumb doesn't like to bend this way, but this, because of the geometry between the and it's a low, kind of a low profile front flipper, right? Because of the geometry between the pivot and where this point is here, and if you exert force here sideways on it, it opens right up. You got to watch that your pinky finger isn't accidentally holding the knife shut though when you open it that way. This is a liner lock, and you've got some nice jimping on the inside, and the access to that liner lock is pretty darn good. This side is just a little bit lower than that side, so that you can push it over really easy with your thumbnail. Yeah, I do like the action on the thumb flicking too. There's not much, like when you put your thumb here, you have to flick straight, almost straight forward to do it. But reverse flicking it, I think is going to be impossible. Let's try it. Oh no. See, I thought that because there was basically no space here, but the geometry of, because the thumb stud is its relationship to it, that when you flick it straight forward, it actually works okay without having to get your finger in there. So that actually makes this super usable. Overall, this is a very slim knife too. Like the profile of it is very slim. Why don't we compare this to a couple other budget knives here? All right, so here's the pyrite. $30 knife, absolutely great steal of a knife, or deal of a knife. Steal as in, yeah, you know what I mean. You can see how this is definitely taller profile. Ergos on this are good, and you can have a nice choke up point. Here, you do not necessarily have a choke up point, and the knife is very slim. So the ergos in the hand, there's no hot spots, but this is a smaller jackknife type configuration. Um, and it's for long use, like using this to break down a bunch of cardboard boxes, it's not going to feel as comfortable as something like the Pirate or something a little bit bigger, or even like the Kyrex. Is this the Kyrex? This is from Migron, and this is from CGRB. So yeah, you can see it's a little bit smaller in profile and everything, but the traditional look to it is actually pretty darn sexy. I like it. It's a new knife this year too. Overall cutting edge, not including the sharpening choil, is just under 3. We're looking at 2 3/4 with an overall profile of 7. So 7 for me is the minimum amount of knife that I like. There are some that are less than 7 that I sometimes carry, but those really become 5th pocket carries for me. So this is just on the verge of becoming a primary carry for me. And also, just being, this is a knife that I will carry casually when I want to have more of a dress knife or a classical style knife. The fact that it's Nitro V though, and that it has this really nice micarta on here, and the hollow grind and the titanium clip make this a pretty intriguing entry in this year's budget knife of the year category. I'm assuming that this knife is in the right price range for this. It flashed up earlier, the price did, and there'll be a link down below too, and for Amazon link if I can get one, so you can check it out, the price and everything. Overall, I think that my first impressions of this are very good. I think that this is running on bearings. There's no wiggle in here. I'll do a disassembly video of this right before I do my final review, so look out for that. Yeah, this is a pretty cool little knife. I like the looks of it. Definitely a nice little gentleman's carry. I like the swedge here. I like the profile. I like the clip point. I like the hollowness of this. I'm going to guess that this is very, very sharp. We'll take this Civivi literature. This is obviously more of a cardboard material, less of a paper material, but yeah, like, very, very sharp. Cool. I'm quite impressed with that, I gotta tell you. See if I have some actual paper. I don't have any down here. All right. So check this knife out. Thanks so much for joining me today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you as always to my Patreon supporters. If you want to get a chance to win a knife of the month, something like this, like if you give a budget knife away somewhere between $50 and $100 every month, go ahead and click that link down below. Follow the Patreon link, and for $3 a month, you get answered to win a knife of the month. Thanks so much, and as always, have a good day. Bye-bye now. See you later.